this lesson. We are back again, So this is about UI, UX, user interface, user experience designing with Adobe XD. Then this course is solely based on Adobe XD. All right. So whatever we're going to do it on Adobe XD. So if you want to follow up this course, you need to have Adobe XD installed. Okay, and then you'll be able to follow up this course. I will leave a link to the software, how you can get the software, to the description where you can get access to the software or download Adobe XD in order to follow up on this course. So what is this course all about? This course is all about Adobe XD UI and then UX designing, and with this you'll be able to become a professional and sort of a UI UX designer, where you'll be able to work on different projects, So I'm going to hold your hands through it. If you're a beginner, if you've never heard of XD, if you've never heard of UI UX, don't worry about it. You can still follow up this course, and because I'm going to hold your hands throughout. Then yeah. So this course is actually for beginners. All right. However, if you're a professional, you want to revise on your skills, you can also follow up on this course. So yeah, that is virtually what we are going to do here. Now there is a comprehensive course on this on the CodeHub platform. Check up on the description where we have the website link. There you can follow up and then apply to our courses. Professional, sort of more intuitive course on Adobe XD. This is actually a tutorial on to help others build the software from scratch, or build on the skills from scratch. So you can actually follow this. Don't worry, you can become a professional XD watching this course, because there's a series of courses that I'll be releasing based on Adobe XD. All right, so let's just get started. So first you need to have the software installed, and I told you I'll place a link, or I have placed a link to how you can download the software in the description below. You can just click on it and then go and then download and then install it on your machine. So this is virtually, I have done that, and then what you see is the interface. So we're going to talk about the interface of the Adobe XD. Now let's talk about what is UI and then UX. UI simply means user interface. All right, that is what the users see when they visit any website, any mobile app, any software. That is the first thing they see. That is what users actually care about. They don't care about what goes on in the back end. They don't care about the database or whatever. We only care about what we are seeing, the interface we see. So that is the interface. And then the user experience, that is UX. It is how users experience the website, navigating through our website, clicking here, and then the whole concept of movement, control flow of the website, how the website is structured. From login, you log in, takes you to your dashboard. Your dashboard, you can go to your profile, you can go to your orders, you can go to your checkout, and blah blah blah. That is the user experience. All right. So how does all these things start? Now, before you can get out to the UI and the UX, you must have an idea. Every design starts with an idea. So when you have your idea, that is where you're going to build on it. So from the idea, you consider the audience who are going to use the platform. If it's a website, you consider the audience who are going to use the platform. Any other thing that you are designing for. All right, and then you can just do the planning. From there you move on to the planning, and the planning is a whole lot of things involved. Sketching, you can pick a piece of paper and then sketch how you want the design should be like, and that is just the sketching. Okay, freehand sketching and all those things. And then you can improve on the design. At this time you are still doing the sketching, but at this time you are just doing it with rulers, making constructing it with rulers, calculating the length and width, or that, all of that. Now the first thing is sketching, you do a freehand thing, okay, but in this time around you're just going to apply a more intuitive designs to it, that is using rulers to construct, being careful on the sizes of whatever you are doing. and then from there you move on to the UX Adobe XD, where you're going to present your sketches onto the software that is digitally going to create your sketch. So that's what we're going to do on Adobe XD. So this is Adobe XD interface. This is what the first thing you see when you open up your software after installing. You just open up, and then this is what you see. Depending on the version you are using, the version I'm using is 2022, and this is what you see when you open up the Adobe XD. Now from my extreme left, you have the Adobe XD logo right here, and below that we have a button, two buttons right here. You have the new file button, and then we have the open file button, open button. Now with the new file button, it allows you to create a new file. That's a new project. Okay, just click on it and be able to create a new project based on your requirement. And then with the open button, you use it when you have already done some project and you want to improve it, you want to make changes to it. You just go straight to so if you want to create a new file, then you go to the new file button to do that. And then the open, when you have done a project and you want to maybe update it, you just go to open, and then you open up your project for the update. All right, now in the middle we have presets, some presets. These are what we call the artboards. Okay, they have presets. They've created presets for you that you can choose from. So from here we have the mobile presets. So you can see iPhone 14 Pro Max. That is the latest phone, iPhone 14 Pro Max, iPhone 14 Pro, and then all the most popular sizes that you can use. So these are presets, the mobile presets done for you. And then we have the web presets here. If you are designing for a website, you just probably have to come and pick it from here. And then we have some social media presets here. Now let me also add that now Adobe XD is being used for some graphics, some important graphics. So for social media and other things, you have some presets here: YouTube video, Facebook cover, Facebook post, Twitter header, Twitter post, and other things. You can just come select the preset from here. Aside that, you can also set up your own width and height, your own dimension here. If you don't find your dimension here, you can just come and set up your own dimension right here, and you can just use it. All right. Now, what are the functions of Adobe XD? What is it about? Now, the description is just here. Okay, so the description is just up here. You know, design, prototype, and share. So the design will take part of, take care of the UI designing. You design it, and then you prototype. Prototype is the user experience. This is where you apply the animations and how it's going to all look like, you know, prototyping on it. And then you'll be able to also share to people. You know, we have a cloud, you can create your Adobe account where you can share with people to look at it. Probably if you are designing, working on maybe from Accra or Ghana, and probably the developers are somewhere outside, you can just share your design with them and they just collaborate and work on it. Now let me also add that this is not the actual website. Whatever we're going to do on Adobe XD is not the website. Let me add that it's not the website. What you are going to do is that you are designing how the website should look like. You are just telling the developers that this is how I want the website to look like. So they just take your design and then code it or develop it using HTML, CSS, JavaScript on that. So this is not the actual website. You are not just going to host this for people to come and visit. This is just the design part of the website. So after this, you bundle the whole thing, send it or share it with the developers, and then they just go straight and then develop the website. All right. So that is what Adobe XD is about. Now, this is the introduction. So let's just go straight to creating our new file. So that you, two ways you can do that: clicking new file, and then you'll be able to create based on the selected dimension. Okay, based on the selected preset, they can just create it. So now, so based on the preset, the chosen preset, we have created a web interface. Okay, this is a web interface. Now you can still create new ones, so go to new here. From here you can go to new, and then you will select this and click on, yeah, so you see it has created a mobile UI, mobile file for us. So this is what we're actually going to do. This is how we create a new project or a new file. Okay, so we have our web interface right here, and we just take a quick tour of the interface. Now from the top we have the menu bar where we have file, we have edit, we have object, we have object, we have plugins, we have view, window, help. Alright, so this is a web interface that we have created, and we have the first bar to be menu bar. We have our control area, the minimize, the maximize, and then the close, all here. Now let's also talk about this. These are the toolbar. Okay, these are the tools that we are going to use. We have the first one to be the select tool. We can also call it the move tool. Okay, the select with a shortcut of V. So when we click on V on the keyboard, you'll be able to select or choose the select tool. We also have the rectangular tool that we can use to create a rectangle, and then we can use to create a square. Okay, so this is how we use them. We also have an ellipse tool here to create an ellipse or circles. All right, this is. And then we have polygons. Polygons you have from triangle all the way up to the number of sizes that we will set. All right, so this is our triangle here. We can give more sizes. Alright, so that is it. We will go into details very soon. And then we have lines here, line tool to create lines, diagonal, vertical, horizontal line, any line that you want to create. We can use the line tool to create that. And we also have the pen tool, which we use to create our custom shapes, okay, or custom figures. So the figures that are not on it, we can use the pen tool to create it. And then we also have our text tool, for typing, adding text to our designing. And this, we also have what we call the artboard. Now you agree with me that if you are designing a website, it's not only going to be just one page, right? You have multiple pages or multiple components, and this is where we add artboards. So what we have here is called an artboard. Now we have web 1920, that is -1. We can add more to it, so I can scroll down here to select another artboard right here, and then I'll have it here. So now you can see that I have two artboards right here. All right, so you have one and then you have two. I can create multiple artboards by drawing across or duplicating the artboard that I already have. All right, so that's the artboard tool. And then we have the zoom tool to zoom in and out, and also to move, to pan our element or artboard to view a particular portion of our element. So these are the tools that we have. We also have the artboard collection. So this is collect all the artboards that we have used. You can see that we have 3 artboards, and you can see them here. You have artboard 1 right here, 1920-2, web 1920-1. They are all collected right here. Okay, so basically this is all about the tools we have on the Adobe XD. In our next video, we start with going into details what each of them do, and then we start with wireframing. Okay, what wireframing is about. So in our next video, I'm going to talk about wireframing. Stay tuned.